Hey gang, Troy from I'm Connected. Just want to take a moment to tune in with you ahead of our 5-day consciousness hacking challenge, 5 days to free your mind. We're not too far away from getting started, which is exciting. There's a lot of ground we're going to cover over 5 days. I'm just going to give us a quick summary of what that is. I just wanted to say, now, you know, I'm grateful that you're joining me for this, because I feel like the work that we're going to do now on this challenge is such important work. It's like to know who we are, really, like to know who we are and why we're here. When we look at where technology is taking us and the rate it's continuing to accelerate, we look at Chat GPT and the massive adoption for that. The world's going to go faster from here. And if we are identified solely with the narrative that's in our head, and if we are drawing our identity from that, we're gonna continue to suffer. We're gonna suffer more than we have before. And so we now more than ever really need to know who we are and why we're here. And so that's a key part of what we're exploring over the next 5 days together. And we'll start with meditation, building a relationship with the narratives, so thoughts and emotions, learning how to be the observer and just watch it. But in that, if you are then able to watch the thoughts and emotions, well then who are you? And so exploring what that is. And so we'll establish a meditation practice together, and so yeah, we'll use technology to help support us. We'll see that there is a co-opetition board within our challenge arena. If you haven't yet logged on to I Am Connected and got set up, please do that. It'll just help us to be smooth and fast over the next couple of days, over the next 5 days. So meditation, we'll drop into that. We'll look at altered states from the waking state, and then also start looking at the sleeping state and how the brain waves relate to how we experience reality. So we'll drop in on that. Sleep and recovery is day 2. So we have a waking state, we have a sleep state, so we explore those in a macro context. The thing is about sleep state, there's key metrics that we can look at, and it's important for us to rest and recover each night. And what gets in the way of that? Like, we can kid ourselves about how well we're doing during the waking state, but often dysfunction shows up in the sleep state. It should be the easiest thing in the world, right, to close your eyes and go to sleep. But sometimes that's not so easy, and then there's something underlying, like there's something there, and if we don't address it, it can become chronic. So we'll talk more about that, because to be on and to be able to be your best self during the day, we need to have effective sleep. We know what it's like if you wake up and you haven't rested. And underlying that is like the programs that we run. What code are you actually running in here? What we learn is the brain is neuroplastic, and so we can upgrade our internal code. But it's important to know what we're actually running. What patterns do we have? A lot of this was installed between the ages of 0 and 5. Like, as our caregivers, we learned our underlying code from our parents, and then from the broader society. And unless we consciously take time to understand what's in there, and then we'll essentially just continue to live out experience, but we can change it. So as we start exploring more and more who you actually authentically are, then there's the opportunity to then start healing that which is not supportive of you becoming who you can become. And so then day 3 and 4, we'll drop in around this. We'll run a process. I'll teach you around how we actually, there's a number of ways that you can do it, but how we actually heal unresolved emotional wounds, which what we call like contractions. We contract into our story. And so what are the things that contract you into the story, that bring up emotion, that make you feel small in certain situations? So we explore these, and then we'll establish a habit together of relating to emotions or relating to thoughts in a whole new way that helps us to be in the present moment more. And then on day 5, we'll start looking then at beliefs and habits. What are our underlying beliefs and habits? And do they support? Where are we out of integrity with who we are becoming? And so this is where we start bringing it all together on day 5. What habits do you need to develop? And so day 1 and 2, we're observing. Day 3 and 4, we're more healing. And day 5, then we start learning to relate to who we authentically are. We'll also look at it from a different lens throughout the 3 days. One is what's called capacity building tools, and we'll look at pattern breaking tools, and then we'll look at paradigm shifting tools on day 5 as well. And so we bring it all together on day 5. But day 5 is a really powerful day. You have to make sure you're there for those. So that's it. I'm excited to journey with you. Like, this is a journey. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be transformative. But you need to do the work. I can't do your meditation for you. I can't do the work for you, but I can support. We can build an infrastructure, and we can build a community to help make it as easy as possible. But you need to show up and you need to do the work. If you can't show up live, catch the recordings. But we're here to become who we can become. So I look forward to seeing you on the first call, where we'll drop into meditation. If you have any questions in the meantime, if you're having trouble getting set up, please reach out. And I look forward to seeing you day 1. Big love.